Okay, this is an explanation of what I mean by a 45-degree lower arm. So just for the sake of argument, we'll just I got a tattoo here that's got a arrow going up my arm, okay? And this is what I use when I'm playing disc golf as my aiming device. So I set on the tee, I set my wrist flat, I take a hold of the disc, and then I start on the tee box, and the first thing I do is I continue to rotate until my lower arm is pointed at the target. Then from there, my pull is straight, and once you reach the tuck, then I focus on my lower arm going that way, no longer toward the target. This would be a pull where my arrow on my arm went toward the target, toward the target, toward the target. And yes, I do have my elbow out. You can see my elbow is out. But you can also see that my shoulder has now opened. If I go here, here, and go that way, my shoulder does not open. What's very interesting is my lower body will open. My hips open nicely as I am trying to force my elbow and my lower arm that direction. My lower body is opening very nicely. This shoulder is staying in place, and so I get a release that looks like this out in front of my face. Whereas if I were to continue to pull and put my elbow out in front of me in a straight line, watch, my shoulder is following my elbow. When I do this, my shoulder stays in place and my elbow stays in place and my arm tracks around my shoulder joint. So I get a hit. When I talk about, if you're pulling straight and you make a little corner, everybody makes a little corner, the disc has to go around to release out of your hand. So your hand goes from being on the other side to ejecting. So this little corner that you make is the arc, this little thing that has to happen. Comes out of your heel. Okay? Good players make an arc that starts here and goes all the way around to there before that disc comes out. That's about 140 degrees. And it's big. See how big it is? See how large that is? You look at those pictures of Simon, his hand is straight out at release, away from his center. Where most people are going here and their shoulder collapses and their arc is small. See how small my arc is right there? This is a big arc. Big. This is small. And how my arm disappears behind me, that's what I've been talking about.